Welcome back to the shooting channel, and welcome back to a gun that is no longer in production anymore, a family company made in Italy, and this is a gun that is completely original from the time it was bought new in the UK. And this gun and this company is Silma. And I can remember the first time I went to Italy with my father. I actually went to the Silma factory, right next door to the Bettanzoli factory, and just up the road from the Cesarguini factory, the Fair factory, the Rizzini factory. So if you all think that out there in this country, if you don't go to Italy and you look at all the Italian gun manufacturers and you think, oh yeah, you've got Cesarguini, you've got Rizzini, you've got Fausti, they're all built in that same place, they're all built the same way. It's just marketing that makes the guns better or worse than the other. And I really feel that Silma was a lovely family business, and unfortunately, because of the Turkish manufacturers ATA Yıldız coming over, they could not produce this gun cheap enough. I can remember when we first sold these guns, when I first came into the UK, into the gun trade, these used to retail about £500. And I'm going to be honest, there were thousands of these sold, along with Bettanzoli's, thousands and thousands of them sold. And it's just a shame that you can't get them anymore. And when you get an original gun, and this is the original box, if I open it up, it's got the original chokes in there, 2 in the gun, 3 in here, so 5 chokes. It's got all the original paperwork. And then you open it up, and this was the Silma M80. So again, this is actually also, majority of this was built by machines, but there's also hand stuff in this, hand built in this, and I can personally say that is true. If anyone comments, that's not hand built, have you been to the factory that this was built in? And it was a family company, and they had rows and rows and rows of workshops and people were working on these guns. And I just think it's a real shame that we haven't supported these little companies. And I know it's happening in this country as well, all the little family businesses are going, but this was absolutely mint when I found this. Yes, they're not worth a lot of money, £200, £300, £400 maximum. This was a sporting gun, but in the heydays of this gun, it was brilliant. It was made with a lot of height in the comb, recoil pad, adjustable trigger, box lock, ventilated barrels, ventilated ribs, came with different beads on the end of it. It came with all the goodies that you get with a modern gun. And it was only £500, £600 new retail. Comment below, has anyone ever owned a Silma? Would everyone love to own a Silma? Has anyone heard of Silma as a shotgun? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm just going to shoot a few through it, and then I'm going to talk to people about what these particular guns were like to shoot. Paul? 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 So, I'm going to be honest, balance wise, balances absolutely superbly on the hinge pin. The only thing I would think that this is not good at, the recoil is quite hard. I am shooting 28 gram Fiocchi fiberwood cartridges, but for a gun that was probably brought new 25-30 years ago, with not a lot of mod cons, got a fairly hard recoil pad, I think that is absolutely brilliant. To get a gun that has been absolutely looked after from the word go, even the case, is brilliant. Pull. Pull. They did used to shoot quite high. So again, a lot of people used to shoot DTL with these because they were built. They were quite thick there, quite high in the comb. So a lot of people did used to shoot DTL with these and buy them when they first came out. Pull. 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 Again, they really worked hard to get this gun absolutely superbly. You literally, if you have the target, you have a crosser, you come underneath that target, it just fits there. It fits like a glove, absolutely superb. I really don't know why this company isn't here any longer. I know why, because we didn't support them as an industry. They weren't supported worldwide, and it's a real shame because it's absolutely brilliant. It is one of the only. So you had this, you had Betazoli's, you had Lincoln's, you had Fair, you had so many Italian manufacturers that are now catered, and now really Koffs, ATA, Yieldits have taken over. So comment below, have you ever seen a Silma? Is this something you'd love to see or get your hands on? I hope you've enjoyed this film. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us give you content like this. And if you've got a gun that is literally pristine in the box, an old gun like this, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to see pictures of it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.